Hey, thanks so much for meeting with me today. If you could just say, what is your name, where are you from, and how old are you?
Yes, absolutely. My name is Antoinette Gentempo. I'm 23 years old and I currently live in Amelia Island, Florida.
Awesome. And what kind of music do you work on? And are you a singer, songwriter, or producer, or all three?
Yeah, I would say that I am a singer-songwriter focused heavily in production right now and like learning the art of production. And the kind of music that I do is a little bit of everything. Like I usually specialize in like ethereal vocals and like acoustic singer-songwriter type stuff. But this year I've been focusing on trying to do like everything possible.
Awesome. And where were you at before Breakthrough?
That's like such a heavy question because where I was at before Breakthrough was like I wasn't even sure that I was going to pursue a career in the music industry. Like it would have been a dream to be able to do that, but I was very uncertain about the direction to take and the skill. That's so unfortunate. Did you hear that? If that's too loud, I can definitely go inside. It's a Oh, I think you're muted.
I'm
Sorry.
muted. Sorry, what is it?
It's a hot tub that's out here. The boiler just turned on.
Oh, don't worry about it. It's all good.
Okay, sorry about
Yeah.
that. I'll go ahead and start from the rephrasing the question.
Okay.
Um, Before Breakthrough, I was not sure that I wanted to even pursue a career in music just because I had really bad anxiety about like the music industry and how hard it is to make a living and I wasn't sure about like live performance and all of these things and the skills required to do that. And Breakthrough is the thing that actually gave me all the confidence in the world to be able to like pursue this career in music and be excited about the future and learn the skill sets that I need. So, I mean, Breakthrough has changed everything more than I can say.
And what do you feel like you were stuck with or stuck on the most in your career or just about music in general?
Yeah, I think I was stuck on being an artist and not having a way to produce myself or like being stuck like essentially just like having a lot of songs that I'm writing all the time and having no way to bring them into life. Because I didn't even know how to do a working demo before Breakthrough. And then, I recently with Adam showed him a song that I like a demo that I produced by myself. Like I solo wrote the song, I solo recorded everything and then mixed it by myself and I showed it to him and it's in pretty good condition, which is very exciting. So now it's like I don't necessarily need a producer to bring my ideas into life. Like I can just do it myself.
Yeah, I'm so excited to hear that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
What made you feel like Breakthrough was something that you wanted to try, or like what was it that built the confidence either in Adam or the club? If you can pinpoint anything specifically, that'd be great.
Absolutely. Well, Adam has been my music mentor for years. So while I was kind of like troubleshooting, you know, what I really wanted to do in the music industry and my involvement, whether I wanted to be, have it be my career or just be a hobbyist, like Adam was kind of there for me, showing me the real possibilities in the music industry, and helping me bring a lot of my musical dreams to life. Um, he and I have worked on some of my music together, and I think what really did it for me was just kind of like, I mean, I looked at the whole Breakthrough listing and like saw the mentors that I'd be working with, and then the idea of the network that I'd be creating in all of my fellow breakthroughers and like the friendships and long lasting relationships that I would make in the program, as well as building the skill sets. I think overall, it just seemed like I didn't really need, like, know what I needed to learn to get started because it seems so vast. And I think Breakthrough does a really good job of just like breaking it down and like taking you through it kind of slowly. And so it just seemed like kind of a all covering program where it's like it's not just one skill set, it's everything, the basics of everything that I would need to know to get into the industry. So that was really appealing.
Awesome. And what do you, or how do you feel you've progressed so far over the year? I know obviously it's still going, but what do you feel like you've progressed with so far?
I'm like genuinely an entirely different musician, an entirely different level of musician. In the sense of before Breakthrough, I did not know how to cut and comp my own vocals properly. I did not know how to do split sheets, contracts, stuff like that. I really didn't know how to properly collaborate with people and what I was supposed to be bringing to the table. And as well as all the production stuff that I was talking about earlier. But just going into Breakthrough is like, my and especially participating in the Billboard 500 camps as well, like as a breakthrougher. Um, I was just thinking about it today, how it's like my turnaround time, I can have a completed song in the 2 day time period. Like when we get our groups on Tuesday and have, a finished product, mostly finished product by Thursday and ready to show, like that turnaround time for me is insane because it's high quality vocals delivered in that time frame. After working with all of my fellow producers and Breakthrough, I've learned like as a vocalist what I can do to make their lives easier and deliver on vocals properly and just like cut the workload. So just being an efficient, because I used to think like being a vocalist is just about singing and like what I know how to do with my voice, and it's actually about how I know how to capture my voice the best and make my producer's life easier. So that's something that has really turned everything around, because now it's like if I wanted to work for hire or do things like that, I feel confident in my skill set and ability to do that.
Awesome. And have you personally changed from being in the breakthrough program? And if so, how?
Oh yeah. I think the biggest changes I've seen within myself are actually like in my anxiety. I used to like I've had a pretty bad, anxiety disorder for a lot of my life. Um and I think it's because I was constantly stressing myself out with like, well, I love music, but it's not a reliable income, and it's not a career path that a lot of people would recommend. It's not like sensible, I guess, is what I've heard, which is not the truth at all. And I've seen that now thanks to Adam and all of the amazing mentors in Breakthrough. But as soon as I really started taking music seriously this year and like treating Breakthrough like a college program and dedicating all of my time and energy to it, my anxiety pretty much faded away. And I think it's because of the alignment that I feel with these skill sets and with the things that I'm learning and with like pursuing a career in the music industry. Like it just feels like what I'm meant to do. And so like living an anxiety free life is something I really didn't think was possible. And it's like the greatest gift ever because, after the Breakthrough program, it's like I can continue learning and continue doing all these things. And I have all the confidence in the world that I'll be able to achieve what I want to achieve in my career.
Awesome. And what's been some of the biggest takeaways so far you've had from breakthrough?
Some of the biggest takeaways that I've had through Breakthrough are definitely the importance of network. I was thinking about it the other day. I think that the people that I've met, my fellow breakthroughers, are like the most amazing thing I could take away from this program. Um, even outside of like breakthrough calls and stuff that we have, I have regular sessions with most of them on my books pretty regularly. We're creating things outside of the camps, and just working together. And these people are just incredible, like genuinely incredible people, friends, collaborators. And the music that we make together is next level. Like it's a level of quality I didn't realize could be achieved. So the network has been a huge thing. The mentors I've gotten to work with, like my one-on-one sessions with Wendy Paquette have been life-changing. My mindset has entirely shifted thanks to her, and I feel like my career has really like accelerated working with her, and as well as people like Mario Marchetti, DQ, just like all of the mentors that have been in this club have been incredible and instrumental in my moving forward as a musician.
What's something that has surprised you?
That's a good question. I think something that genuinely surprised me was how much I didn't know. Like, I never thought I was like the most knowledgeable, or like, I don't think I realized how much really goes into what you need to know to make something happen in your career. And I think Breakthrough does a really good job of laying that out in a realistic sense. And I thought I knew a decent amount of things, and I realized how little I really did know. But now it's like I am fully aware of everything that there is to learn and like making my way towards learning everything that I can.
If you didn't know about breakthrough and you were talking to your former self, or let's say giving advice to someone who maybe would be considering the breakthrough program, what advice would you give them?
I would say that it could be the best thing that you could do for yourself and for your career, if you are willing to make the commitment. Because I wasn't sure what the program layout was going to be like, but I realized, really fast that Breakthrough is going to give you exactly what you put into it. So the harder you work and the more time that you spend on the skill sets and on the personalized homework and with the mentors and showing up for everything prepared, you'll leave with exactly that. Um, so I mean, going back and I realized this like early on in the program. So I feel like I've been able to really use it to my advantage and to get out of it everything that I want to get out of it. So, going back to my past self and, telling myself this is kind of like, just be ready to work for what you want. And for anybody who, hasn't heard of Breakthrough, hasn't done Breakthrough, it is designed for you to progress at your own speed. So however you want to take that into your own hands is really up to you. But if you use it to everything that it's capable of, it's like you could, I mean, the growth is really like unmeasurable. You could excel really, really fast.
Awesome. What is it like working with hit songwriters, hit producers, and mentors?
It's really surreal working with all of these hit mentors and songwriters and just people who have made such big waves in the industry. Um, because they're all so humble and they're so kind and they're so willing to help. I haven't had a singular bad experience with any of the mentors. And especially Adam, who runs the whole program, like he is very, very accomplished as a musician, as a songwriter in all of these areas, and he's still like his passion really lies with helping people and like giving as much of himself as he possibly can to this program and to helping musicians flourish. And that's something that I feel like you don't really see a lot. Like people could have these programs and still be like, you know, not as hands-on as he is, because he really is hands-on. And he's very accessible. Like I feel like sometimes when people are running these programs, you feel like there's a degree of separation and like it's kind of hard to get in touch with people. And I don't feel like that's the case with Adam at all. He's been easy to contact and just honestly wonderful through this experience, as have all the other mentors. So
Awesome. Love to hear it. What's it been like working with a team of people who actually hold you accountable as well as your collaborators?
oh, it's awesome. It's really motivating, because I feel like at first accountability can be a little bit tough if you're not used to working with people and deadlines in that sense, and then it kind of becomes a second nature. It's just like a thing you want to get done in a timely fashion, and it's just very motivating to work with people who hold you accountable all the time, especially when you're in like timed camps and stuff, because it's like, you don't want to let yourself down, you don't want to let your team down, you want to get finished products. So there's nothing that'll motivate you like that.
And what do you have coming up? What are your future goals?
Oh, I have so many exciting things coming up that I'm just stoked for. I have been working on different projects with different people, from Breakthrough, and some of it, right now I'm just going through my camp catalog and sifting through my artist songs and other songs that I've top lined on and just getting ready for the pitching sessions at the end of the year. But I'm also working on artist projects just based off of the reactions I've gotten through the camps and like the things that seem to work really well with like, who I work with as far as our flow and how efficiently we can get things done and like my style as an artist. I've been expanding on that, figuring out what really works for me and what I get excited about. And based on that, there's a few artist projects that I have coming up with different people, which is super exciting, as well as just top lining on some of my fellow breakthroughs projects as well. And just like lending my voice, like I get to do background vocals on some people's tracks, which is super exciting, and then lead my own tracks, which is awesome. And to finish out the year strong, currently I am studying for some things that we have coming up in November as far as testing our skill sets to make sure we're taking the most out of it. And then, of course, just getting ready to meet with all of the executives and making sure that I'm putting my best foot forward for that.
Awesome. And I think I heard that you are now working with Dave Lee and doing stuff for Paramount. Is that right?
Yeah, absolutely. Dave Lee brought me in on those projects a few months ago. And he is somebody that I collaborate with regularly. We work really, really well together and we have a great workflow. And I love his artist style as well. I mean, he's an incredible producer. And another fun part of Breakthrough is like he has taken his time to sit down and help me with my production and like teach me things that I feel like aren't common knowledge. And that, really warms my heart that he's able to just like give me that knowledge and education. And yeah, and yeah, all the Paramount stuff has been like a dream.
Awesome. Well, I know Adam has expressed with me too how much you've transformed and changed. And so I just wanted to give you a shout out because that's just incredible to hear. And I'm really proud of you and where you've come. And yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing more growth from you. So Thank you so much for talking with me, and looking forward to what's to come.
Yes, thank you guys so much. I am absolutely contemplating doing Breakthrough again next year just because of how much of a transformative program it is. And yeah, the administrative team, everyone has been a dream. And yeah, I just am very grateful and appreciative to every single one of you guys. So thank you so much.
You're welcome. Any final thoughts or words of wisdom that you want to share?
If you're contemplating this program, I would say go for it. If you're in a place where you feel like you are ready to grow and you're ready to learn and you have the time and energy to give to it, and you believe in yourself, then this is definitely the thing for you. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Antoinette.
Yes. Thank you, Denise. Have an awesome day.
You too.